So today we're back on this EGR cooler one. I got a brand new bulletproof EGR cooler that we're putting on. So first step, we're gonna pull these gaskets off and put new ones on before I forget. So we have this one back here. Throw that in the trash. It's always a good idea to change those because they like to blow out on these trucks. There's that one, brand new from the dealer. Then we're gonna change this little guy right here. These are kind of a pain in the butt. Gotta clean all the crap out of it. Things are a little interesting to put on. Doesn't make it easy because this pipe's moving around so much. Okay. Not even on there all the way. Keep touching the camera. I leave it like that because it's gonna seat anyways. And then while we have it, this much room in there, let's go ahead and pop this O-ring off. There's 3 of these total. There's one right here. There's one on the other pipe. There's one on the cooler. I always recommend to replace them. These are, again, these little suckers are expensive from the dealer, so be warned. Okay, now let's go ahead and put our cooler in. It's got a nice little rattle to it. And my gasket fell off. So I see it down there. We're gonna grab a new one. Just so I don't have to go grab it right this second. Let's do this. Lubricate this. And this is the second one I have to do today. The first one, I have another one to do after this. So I have my fun cut out for me today. The other one's a lot more work though. The other one is still a pickup truck, but it's getting a knock sensor, coolant reservoir. It's getting the works. I dropped that one too. That's okay. I'll get it. We're just gonna get the cooler on first and I'll grab those. Okay, just gotta give it a little tug. There we go. And next, got my brand new gasket right here. I'm gonna try to do it like this. I don't think it's gonna fly. Doesn't appear so. They're usually not this difficult. Okay, perfect. That was a little unnecessary fighting with this thing, but it is what it is. Let me go grab all the bolts because I forgot those. Okay, now that I'm finally have all my bolts, let's go ahead and pop this thing back together. I got the 2 nuts for the back. These are the non-metallic nuts. So you have to be very, very careful with these. Just do it all by hand, get them started. Okay. started. Now we're gonna go ahead and I should.
Try to have them run that part number. Is it the main, what circuit board is it?
It's the main board.
It is the main board.
It's the big board on the driver's side.
Kick that, or
no, it's like an access door on the side of the motorhome.
okay. Yeah, it's the main circuit board.
So now I get to remember where all these bolts go. So I know the stud goes here. Just want to get all these started so that we at least know where they kind of go, you know. Then we'll save the long one for when we put the bracket back on. Here are all shorties. Shorties all go here. Okay. There's that. I'm gonna go ahead and set, just to get this thing out of my way, I'm gonna set this clamp on so I can lower this bypass valve. Gonna spread the clamp. You gotta be careful of that spring, you don't want to break it. This clamp. Put the clamp that way. And we're gonna set this. Oh, might have screwed that up. Set this. Oh, I can get it. Set this like that. Save the long one for the bracket. We're gonna put these 10s. Put the 10s in on the side of this bypass valve. Want to get everything set in place. We put the shorties in here. Okay. Now these bolts are all set in here just for now. I know the coolant pipe needs to bolt down to this. I just set it in there just so I can get this started. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these EGR cooler nuts. These things gotta be tight. If you don't get them tight, it'll end up blowing the gasket out. Tighter than that. This truck's just a little high for me. I have to keep crawling up and down. Okay. Let's get a better bite on it. Okay. That's tight. They're a little hard to tighten because this EGR cooler is a little tall. Let me get a different extension. Let's get a taller extension and see if it helps clear over that top of that cooler. Okay, cool. It does. Like I said, these things gotta be pretty tight. Okay. Those are all nice and tight. Okay. So now that's done. Let's get. So those two 15s are really nice and tight back there. Let's get this off from under there. Tighten this up. And then we'll get her done. And then I get to start on the other one. So don't forget to clip that hose back on there. Get that nut. It's just a little hot today. It's one of our first warmish days here in Southern California. It's just a good and a bad thing, you know? Okay. Okay, there's that. Now we're gonna grab this coolant pipe. We're gonna replace this O-ring. See the O-ring right here? We're gonna go ahead and pop this off. This old O-ring out of the way. I'm gonna wipe it off, get all the crap off of there. And then we're gonna go ahead and pop our new O-ring on. That's a nice car. Is that yours? Whoa. They got VTEC? So you're trying to go Tokyo Drift style?
Yeah.
And the Nissan? Kissing on the Nissan.
I did find a blown fuse.
Oh.
It's a weird fuse though. I'll see if you have any here in a bit.
Oh, okay.
And then there is a window reset procedure. There's actually a button on the regulator, so you got to pull the panel.
Really? That's
yeah,
stupid.
I just watched the YouTube video. It's the same exact scenario we got.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. That's not
Worked very...
cool. That's not a good spot for the button.
Nah, I mean,
You figure they drill a hole in
you'd
the.
be able to get to it just by pulling this. I don't know if you have to pull the whole panel, but
It's interesting.
that's what it is.
It's a Nissan.
Man, it has a pitch to check those fucking fuses.
Where's the fuse box at? What?
On the inside, you know? Inside, but like right where you rest your left foot.
Yeah, sounds
I'm
about.
not sure if you know I was like 5'2" and skinny, if it wouldn't be too bad.
So we got that pipe in. There we go. That fits better. So now we can go ahead and tighten up this EGR corner. Start getting this oil probe going back together. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten this one up by hand because this is a special bolt. Okay, there's that. We're gonna make sure these are tight. Yeah, they're tight. Those are all good and tight. Okay, next we should tighten up this clamp right here that holds the exhaust pipe. The EGR pipe, I should say. It is nice and tight. We'll point it down. Good. Nice and tight. Okay, now we gotta put these two bolts back in the shield. Takes these little tiny 8s. Okay. Now I think after this we'll start putting the valve cover, the crankcase filter cover back on. And I gotta put the EGR pipe on too. Tighten these two little 8s down here. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. Those missing right here. Those don't have to be crazy tight. Okay, there's those two. Now I think it's a good idea to start putting this. I think this one goes right here. We'll just finish this up. I'm already halfway there. Put that one in there. Okay. And then we're going to put this long one right here to hold this brace on. Then we're going to put this one right here. Actually, that's okay, yeah. That's not the right one. So this little guy goes over here. Where is... There it is. Let's get this one right here. You want to be careful putting these bolts in. You want to make sure you put the long ones on that side because it may go through the cooler and puncture the cooler. Okay, there's that. Okay. There's a lot going on. So then next we have, well, not really next, we have this pipe. There's that. Okay. Let me go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and get this crankcase cover back on, so then I can restart resealing everything. I'm gonna put a little lube, spray some lube in this, so it doesn't pinch the seal on the crankcase filter. Okay. Okie dokie. And then the stud goes back here. And that stud goes right there too. Just had to double check. These bolts you want to be careful tightening. You don't want to tighten them too tight. I'm just kind of getting a little bit nice. Get the back one started a little bit more. I don't strip them. Okay, that one's tight. Okay, that one's tight. So we have all that in now. We need to put this on. I still need to do the exhaust back pressure sensor. I didn't forget. I'm just working my way to that direction. Put the lock on. I think I did that wrong. Right? Yep. Times we're not paying attention. goes like this. And this goes like this. So everything has a place. It needs to go. So I got my lock, and then we got the EBP obviously over here. Okay. Then we need to, this goes like this. Oh, it goes in that hole. Okay, so I gotta take that 10 back out. Gotta get this in. This 10 right here. And then we have, where's my brand today? The brand has left the building. We have this EBP we're gonna put back in. Or sorry, not EBP. The exhaust pressure sensor. Working on too many 7.3s. So, an interesting observation I've just noticed. Looks like that sensor actually goes behind this bracket. So it looks like it was. That's a little interesting. So we're gonna pry this bracket away. Slide the sensor down in there. Oops, sorry. Keep touching the camera today. Let's see if I can crawl up here and get this started. And make sure it's not stripped. It's going in nice and easy. Okay. Now we have a bolt for that. Okay. Tighten that one up. Let's go ahead and tighten this 12. It's hard to see. It's this one right here. Okay, it's tight. So we're good. I know there's one more bolt I need to get. I need to find it. I dropped it. It's for this. So we'll locate that. And then also, I'll be right back. I need to grab another gasket. Okay, let's go ahead and put this bolt back in this. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's that. Today is Thursday, I think. I think today's Thursday. Okay. My ratchet's a little noisy. That's why it sounds like it's gonna blow up. Let's go ahead and take this over here. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start on this. Okie dokie. So we got our brand new gaskets. This one I think is gonna have to have the metal one. So we're gonna reuse the old one. Even though Dodge says it's conical, so we'll have to reuse that one. That's okay. And then this one, we'll go ahead and set our new one in. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's that side. So we're a little fun to do. Especially with the cover in the way. One's rocking out over there. Okay. It's hurting my hand. Fighting this thing. There's that one. That was a little bit of a... Oh, I damaged this one. We'll rub it if on. Today I'm being a little impatient, which isn't good. Don't recommend it. Just gonna have to be extra careful. It's a brand new gasket. I keep these in stock. Do so much and do so many of these trucks. We I don't know if we saved the old one.
I know they sent us one. I changed it.
Yeah, I think we threw the old one away. There we go. Gotta give it a little wiggle jiggle. Because what it is in the pipe, there's a lip, so the pipe has to actually sit in. And then these gaskets are, you know how that goes. These Chrysler products. Okay, and then make sure you put the clamp facing that way. This one, I'll be honest, I don't remember which way it faced, but that way will be just fine. It's not gonna interfere with the cover. Now we still have a bracket we gotta put on. The ratchet's going good. Let's take the extension off. Get this one all tight. Should be careful over here too. You're working next to the positive terminal, so keep that in mind when you're messing around over there. And then this one gets a little bolt up here for this little bracket. And this thing you don't have to take off. I took it off because I was trying to sneak and see if I could see that the cooler was leaking easily without taking it apart all the way, but that didn't work out, which is okay, you know. I wasn't expecting it to be honest. It was such a small leak. It's not like it was like had white smoke or anything. Where is my... I'm having a... Oh, that went in nice. Actually, it didn't strip. Just gotta get it straight on. That's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay. Make sure the oil thing is pointed the right way. Go ahead and get this cover on. What I am gonna do on this truck, it has like yellow coolant in there. I don't know what it is. This truck looks like it was in a collision. It has a new radiator in it, but the radiator's aftermarket, like I said in the first video. I had it has a flat wedge, which is really hard to get in this tight spot to loosen up. So I'm gonna have to try to loosen that drain plug up and see if I can get drain the coolant out of it. Because I don't want to mix any coolant. I don't know what they put. I'm assuming they put universal in, which would probably be okay, but you know, we have the okay for all the coolant for a total system fill, and I'd feel more comfortable changing all the coolant over to whatever it should be, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's universal, so it's not a big deal, but it's just peace of mind for me, because these trucks already have a lot of coolant issues anyways. Last thing I want is to make it worse for somebody. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this on, this clamp, and make sure we're clean down there. I think I have a rag. Clean the front of the turbo so it can get dirty again. Okay, look good. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and slam this on real quick. Slam this on. And hey, you guys fell. Look at that. I apologize. This to get anywhere, to find a good place to mount this camera on these trucks is like really difficult. It is these trucks are very difficult to find good places to mount your camera, or at least for me it is. Could just be a me problem, to be honest. There's that clamp. This one you want to make sure it's on all the way, the clamp's straight. You don't want to tighten it crooked. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten this one up. Okay, it's nice and tight. And next, we need to get this PCV hose back on. Don't want to forget about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this put back on. Okay, put that clamp back on. Okay, so you guys can take a peek. Got that on, everything nice and tight. Locks are on. 12's tight. This is all in, clamps tight, shield's back on. Pipe clamp, all that stuff. Dipstick is facing the right way. I know I'm weird. These are tight. Everything's nice and tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain it, drain the cooling system, and then I'm gonna vacuum fill it, and I'll bring you guys back when I start it up.